First of all, I really want to say that St. Lucia is very proud to have IICA as a partner. I have been recently installed as St. Lucia's new Minister for Agriculture, Fisheries, Food Security, and Sustainable Development. IICA is on the same floor as my ministry, and we have been able to have serious discussions with Mr. Greg Rawlings on how we intend to further strengthen our collaborations moving forward. Now, with a partner as Dr. Mohammed, St. Lucia is very proud to have supported his presidency. Well, he's now Director General of IICA. We also want to say a special thank you to His Excellency Otero for his support to St. Lucia. Moving forward, I was very inspired by the address of His Excellency President Ali of Guyana and his support for our fellow our fellow regional partner. And he stressed heavily on digitization of agriculture. He spoke a lot about the value added on how we can be self sustainable and be self sufficient and moving ahead on not just being food secure, but ensuring how we can substitute those foods that we normally import. Now, Guyana, St. Lucia, and other partners in the CARICOM have stressed heavily on achieving our 25 for 25 mandate, which is to reduce our regional food import bill by 25% by the year 2025. We have now added 5 more years to 2030, and there are several things on the table. Like Dr. Ali said, and like the new Director General said, to ensure how we can be self sufficient in the Caribbean. So we want to say congratulations to him. I'm looking forward to his tenure, and we understand that we have some St. Lucians at IICA here and who have also pledged their support to our time in St. Lucia as well. As a research institution, we are very interested in learning more on how we can expand what we already do in St. Lucia. We've already had discussions with the team at IICA on how they can come down to St. Lucia to do somewhat of a landscape, just an assessment of our agricultural systems. I mean, I'm now the Minister for Fisheries and, of course, food security, but sustainable development and merging that sector and finding ways to build more climate smart and climate resilient practices in St. Lucia. So we are very interested in that. And one thing that I have observed as a new and young Minister for Agriculture, a lot of our young people have in their minds that agriculture is about getting your nails dirty. And we want to really explore more innovative techniques using science to ensure how we can make it more attractive for the next generation. I believe it's very important for Mr. Mohammed to understand how we can work together as a region. Several countries have several opportunities and various things that they export. But how do we work together more closely to ensure that we have more regional cooperation in the Caribbean? I'm looking forward to that. I understand that we have Paraguay, for example, who is a heavy exporter of livestock and meat. And St. Lucia wants to look very closely in how we can become a partner and how we can learn more about that. So moving forward, we want to give him an opportunity to get his feet wet and learn more about his policies and how he expects that and how we expect to see more of that cooperation between IICA and the Caribbean.